Yo, what is going on, guys? CryptoKitty coming at you again with another video. Guys, today we're going to be covering basically everything that just unfolded in the market. It was an absolutely absurd day that happened yesterday. We saw Chainlink at one point up like 37% or something like that on the day, which is absolutely absurd. And funny enough, guys, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but I did basically fully predict that price with almost like 100% accuracy. I mean, it might have just been luck. It probably was a good bit of luck. But the triple wave pattern that I talked about is still looking exactly correct. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about right here. So I showed you guys here in my earlier videos, we had this first wave and then this pullback. And that this little bump right here that we saw when I made the video was basically going to be the catalyst for like this big run up right here, because this is what I saw with Tezos, if you guys remember. If you haven't seen the videos from yesterday or the day before, go ahead, check those out right now, or else this won't really make sense. But Tezos right here, we saw this, we gotta go on the yearly, we saw this nice little run up right here, that first wave, pull back, and then this massive second wave, pull back, started the third wave, didn't quite complete because Corona kind of interrupted it. So this is what I was saying was going to happen with Chainlink. But we're not really, I mean, guys, once again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. And this triple wave pattern, guys, it could just, who knows, it could blow up in my face right now. I honestly have no idea. But what I would predict, if this triple wave pattern ends up doing what it's supposed to do, is that we had this first wave, we had the pullback, we had the second wave, and then we're going to have the pullback to, I guessed, around this peak right here. I was thinking around 650. And at this rate, it might be towards there. I'd honestly probably change that to around like 680, 670. And then I'd expect in a day or two for Chainlink to go on its final wave push. And that's when I said it could go to the levels of $12 or so. I honestly believe that. Because, I mean, we just saw this pump right here, guys. That was absolutely absurd. Clearly, there's money waiting to come into the space, and we all know the hysteria when that comes in. I was even pulling out my wallet, getting a little bit more Chainlink. I'm not going to lie to you guys yesterday, because I was like, you know what? Even if the second wave dies out, which it did, I was going to hold on for the third wave anyways. So I think I got in around like 748 or something. So not a horrible investment back there, but could have bought a little lower, of course. But anyways, let's talk a little bit about some other currencies. Guys, if you're not already, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Absolutely crazy. I'm not sure when that happened. I just kind of looked up and was like, oh wow, I got a lot of subscribers here. Okay. So anyways, Chainlink is about to break into the top 10 on CoinMarketCap. I'm not sure if this is updated or not. Yeah, Chainlink is basically $64 million away from the Crypto.com coin. I'm guessing that it will surpass that probably today. Yesterday, it probably surpassed it at some point, if I had to guess. So I think, I really don't understand why Chainlink and Tezos aren't in the top 10. Personally, I think they're both amazing coins, and I think that they're very similar in their price movement. If you guys have noticed that, there's a big correlation between Chainlink and Tezos' price, which is kind of odd because they're not very similar coins, but they just kind of move together for whatever reason apart from the market. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about Tezos real quick. I know that a lot of you guys are into that, and I've been pushing Tezos for a long time on this channel, so I'm glad that those, my predictions kind of came to fruition for once. But yeah, this past week, guys, up 28%. That has been a nice jump in my portfolio for Tezos. Definitely kind of crazy that it went up that fast. But like I said, I don't see why Tezos should be any lower than like 350, because we saw that this was the price around here. People were willing to buy at the 320, 350 range, but then basically Corona came and just wiped it out. So there's absolutely no reason why Chainlink should have been this low. It really didn't make much sense. But it has been nice, guys, because if you've been watching for a long time, you heard me back here saying, guys, just buy Tezos so you can start baking them along the way, or staking, whatever you want to call it, earn that passive revenue, and then Tezos is going to be up at the end of the day. So if you guys have been buying Tezos, you're definitely sitting pretty right now. It's actually up 4% of the hour, so I guess it's just kind of made a move since I started making this video. So that's good news as well. And then the last cryptocurrency I wanted to talk about today was Orchid. So I've been pushing Orchid a little bit, and literally nobody talks about Orchid at all because it's so low in terms of market cap, $12 million. But what I keep telling people is, Well, yeah, it has a super low market cap, and it's not the best coin, I'm going to be honest. It's like a privacy coin. I don't really see the utility of it. Maybe I just don't know enough about it. But the point is, like, that's not what it's about. I honestly don't believe any cryptocurrencies are worth their market caps right now, because they're really just, not a lot of them are really doing anything yet. And that's not completely their fault. I think a lot of them have the technology, but there's just not enough people using them yet. But yeah, or like a lot of it's speculation, guys. So if you get a coin like Orchid with a market cap as low as $12 million, and you put it on an exchange like Coinbase, giving it access to millions and millions of investors, you just like it's perfect. I presume that this market cap would break $100 million pretty soon. I mean, hopefully by the end of the year. But honestly, guys, this is one of those coins, like, it's just a total gamble. Like, you're just as well off betting on a sports game or something. But I mean, at least with this, I guess you can just kind of wait it out, and eventually it'll be up. But yeah, this is like, we definitely did see some momentum coming up for Orchid here. Basically 20% on the week, which is kind of crazy. But what happened was it kind of pumped up super high to like almost 22 cents, and then since then it just kind of went on a dump there. But we saw a little potential, guys. We know that with such a low market cap, it's super easy for this to just bounce up in price. If someone wants to put in, like, make a $10 million or $6 million investment, and it's up like 50% or probably even higher. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. But if you guys want to get yourself some Orchid, I can't say I fully back you doing that, but I could see why you would want to do it. It's kind of like a very risky, high risk, high reward investment for me. But yeah. So those are basically the 3 coins we're going to be talking about today, guys. I'm hoping we get that Chainlink run up soon, hopefully within the next 3 days, that final third wave to hopefully $12. That would be nice. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm sticking with my Tezos as the majority of my portfolio because of that passive income I've been telling you guys about. These staking rewards are absolutely incredible. I just love that about Tezos. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one, guys. Once again, make sure to like and subscribe. If you enjoyed, let me know in the comments. If you guys have any questions, video recommendations, whatever you want, I'm all ears, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.